Here are the warm-up answers for April 22nd. So it says draw a rectangle with side lengths of 4 inches and 10 inches. So we'll go 4 and 10. And what is the area and perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around the outer edge of a shape. So if I start here, I would have 4 inches, and this is also 10 inches, and this is 4 inches, and this is 10 inches. So if I walked all the way around, I'd have 4 plus 10, which is 14, plus 4, which is 18, plus 10, which is 28, and that is the perimeter. The area is how many units it takes, square units it takes to fill up the inside. So if it's 10 units across, that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 4 units up, 1, 2, 3, and if I were to count all of these little square units in here, I would get 40 of them. Or the quick way, of course, 4 times 10 is 40. And the label, perimeter, is just inches. It's one dimension. Area, it would be inches squared because it covers a two-dimensional shape. Number 2, how long is the hypotenuse of a right triangle if its leg lengths are 8 and 9 inches long? Okay. So let's say we have a right triangle here, generic. Leg length is 8, leg length is 9. I want to know how long the hypotenuse is. So I apply the Pythagorean theorem. So I go leg squared plus leg squared, and it equals the hypotenuse squared. So one of my legs is 8, and you need to square it. The other leg is 9. You need to square that. And if you add those together, you'll get the hypotenuse squared. So if I add them, I get 145. That, of course, is not how long the hypotenuse is. What I just found is that the hypotenuse squared is 145. I have to then undo the square, which is the square root. So the best answer would be the square root of 145 because it's irrational. In fact, if I take the square root of 145, you can see the decimal will go on, and it does go on forever and does not repeat, and therefore it's an irrational value. And our third question says convert the decimal 0.381 into a percent and a fraction. So percent means out of 100. So what I could do is just multiply this by 100 to get the correct percent. So 0.381 times 100 gives me 38.1. And of course, the quick way is you take your decimal, move it 2 spots to the right. 100 has 2 zeros, and that's the quick way to multiply by 100. The fraction for it is how you say the number. Well, 0.381. This is the thousandth spot, so the fraction is 381 thousandths, and it is this and this, the same thing, are rational because the value can be written as a fraction using whole numbers.